Welcome to my 2023 Notion journal tour. Super excited to give you a tour today. I've basically been making this journal since 2021 and it's got what you'd expect, a mood tracker, a sleep tracker. But what really makes this journal stand out is that every year, you guys, people who download the journal, there's over 3,000 of you now, kind of started a journal cult. You submit list tips for the following year's journal and basically it keeps building up. And so it goes all the way back to 2021 and like 2022 and then we try and find a 2023 one. So it's like a community journal and it's pretty cool. But I'm excited to give you a tour today, how to use it, how to customize it. It's called the Happiness Bar. I've already started customizing mine here with the disco ball. But yeah, let's get into it. First, you've got this navigation bar up here, which is super special because it literally contains everything that you could need. So in this first section here, it's gonna automatically show you the date that you are on and the day before, because we all know that sometimes we miss days, and like if you want to catch up with yesterday's journal, you can do that super easily thanks to the filter I've got set up there. Let me move myself. Boop. And you can already see here that I can open up the first wellness submitted tip, and I can close that right back up. And so these will just pop up throughout the year. All you need to do here is like decide your mood. I'm just gonna say content. Was it like a memorable day? And all of this information will be like summarized further down in the dashboard. You can track how many hours you've slept. I'm just going to say that I slept 8 hours live, but you'll see what I mean later on. And you've also got these weekly, monthly, and quarterly dashboards here. And so I will point out that everything in this journal is like predated to make it easier for you. So you're not going to have to like connect everything. It's part of how it works. Each year it's updated to the fullest. And so how it works is that you go into the journal and then you populate your new day template, and in here you're going to basically start journaling. This is the template that it comes with, but you can definitely customize this, and I'm going to show you how to do that later. But you'll have eventually the habits that are due for you that day, the tasks kind of planned out in the calendar form here. So this is not only a journal, but it's also a planner. Then you've also got like your habit manager, so over here. So this section here is for really when you wake up in the morning, like how are you showing up for yourself that day? And for example, let's say I had a daily habit that I wanted to put in here, which was journal. Maybe that's the daily habit for that day. Then AM, it's not really a day of the week thing, so we'll leave. And let's say that was due then. And basically that's going to show up in your like due section as like a habit nudge, not a habit track. So I personally find habit tracking a bit stressful. How I like to describe it is that I need to know that I need to journal today, not that I journaled last Tuesday, if that makes sense. Like I just find streaks and stuff like that really anxiety inducing, so that's why I introduced this system. And what I love about it is that I can basically say like, okay, cool, moving it to tomorrow, and it will show up tomorrow instead of this like whole streak thing. Anyways, habit nudging, it's going to change the future. You watch this space. I should probably like copyright that or something. So after you've shown up for yourself, you've got your morning prompts here and your PM prompts here. If you are just a morning or a night person, you can kind of switch it up. So you just have an AM section or just the PM section. It's completely customizable. And what I love about this section is this memory box. So here are the different categories, but let's say you did something really cool, like you tried a new restaurant, you can put that in your memory box and, you know, give it a rating. If you wanted to write like a mini journal entry inside of it, you could, totally up to you. And you can close that back up, and everything you add in here will end up in your memory box on the main page, which we'll take a look at a bit later. And of course, it's a journal, right? So if you want to journal, this is where you would do it. So now we've gone over this like quick journal section over here. You've got this help and guide section, which has the Notion help guide. The Notion user manual is actually really, really helpful. Like not enough people read it, and you definitely should. So I've linked it there. I've also thrown in a link to my Notion course, which is MySpace themed. As I'm filming this video, there are over like 270 people on the course. It's crazy, but super exciting. So if you want to check that out, you've got a link to it there. And if you need direct help customizing it, I am a certified Notion consultant, so you can book a call with me using this link. You've also got the instructions over here. So, and just how to use everything, as well as this GIF library over here. So I love GIFs. Like, GIFs are some of my favorite ways to customize Notion, as you could tell from the disco ball on the homepage. But for example, so I've kind of hand curated this library of GIFs, which is only available if you download the journal. And basically, I've chosen GIFs which are good for like decoration on the page, or decoration header, or decoration as an icon. And so what you do is you basically go through the library, find the one you want. Let's say I wanted to change the header image here. I'm gonna get that URL. Some of these are expired, sorry. I made this like 3 years ago, but there are literally hundreds in there, so you have plenty to choose from. Throw in the link, submit, and eventually that will change to the new header image, like so. And so you can really customize the whole journal, just like a physical journal, which I think is like super cool. They're like virtual stickers. Anyways, moving back to the main page. In your navigation bar again, you can jump to different sections of the page. So if I wanted to jump to community really easily, I could do that. Or if I wanted to jump to dashboards and stats really easily, I could do that. And this is actually a fantastic user experience with mobile, because this will be right at the top of the page when you open your journal on your mobile. So it's nice and easy read, mobile friendly, we love to see it. And over here, it's got a hot link back to your main page. Let's say if you were in your blank space, which is another cool fun part of the journal, which is just random notes. You can literally put anything you want in here. Maybe you want to make a vision board, a mood board, plan something, family photos, friends you want, go crazy. This is your space to do what you want. And then this note down here is a reminder that you can actually put this anywhere in your Notion workspace. So this is a synced block and it's actually hosted on this page, but I could paste this anywhere I wanted to in my Notion workspace, and it's going to give you quick access to your journal. So if I pasted this down here, it's the same thing. And so this way, you don't actually have to leave. You can start your day in Notion to head to a whole separate page. You can just paste this little widget there and have it easily accessible. For example, I actually have this in my like journal and meditate like habit page. And so this is the one from 2022, but now I've got like 2023 set up. I will tidy this up later, but I can open it, access the 2023 journal, do what I need to do. All of the dates are pre-populated for me. Yes, do what I need to do. If I wanted to jump back to the main page, I definitely could. All I have to do is this, and we're back in business, baby. The whole reason that happens is because this is inside a synced block. I have put instructions on how to do that in the main like instruction section, just to show you an example of what a synced block is. If I turned this into a synced block, I hit copy and sync. Wherever I update that block, it's going to update. So that's how that whole thing works. Okay, so we've gone through most of the navigation bar, and this habit nudger section will look familiar to you here. And so this just follows you around the journal. Not only is it in your like daily journal, but you will find it in your weekly planners as well. So if I hit the new week template menu, you've got your habit nudger here. So this is like a weekly planner dashboard where you can plan out your weekly habits. Let's say every Wednesday I wanted to rollerblading, which is one of my 2023 goals that we'll get into. Practice not blading, skating. Definitely trying to be a roller skate girl, not a rollerblade girl. Anyways, roller skating. Let's say that was like a fun morning thing for me to do, and the next time I wanted to do, let's say we set it to before today, that's going to show up here as something that is a weekly habit that I promised myself to do that is due. And so like you can plan everything out in this view, and they will just show up in the due views whenever you need to do them, and when you've done them you can just move it to next Wednesday. It's a really simple system, and I know you'll love this if you're like me and streaks and percentages and stuff like that really stresses you out. So this is a nice little weekly planner template, and this will actually show you all of the journal entries in that week, so you can see how you're doing, how you're feeling, how you're sleeping. And I should actually mention that the weekly, the monthly, and the quarterly planner templates are only available in the kind of paid tiers of the journal. If you do get the free tier, you're welcome to try and recreate something like this yourself if you are kind of like good at Notion. And so you get a nice little prompt to start the week, and you've got the blank space here. as well. And this repeats itself for the monthly and the quarterly planner templates, like so. So similar thing, you've got your monthly habits due, your habit manager, your prompts, your journals for that month. Obviously, I haven't filled these out yet because it's only the 31st. But this is going to be really nice as this will follow you around your workspace, so you'll always have access to this. Yeah, moving on. If you do have just a one-off task, you can put it in your task planner. Like, it's not a habit, it doesn't need any of this. And what you can do is once it's done, you can just archive it and it'll go away, basically. And it will show up in your due section when it's overdue, essentially. Now I've got this main space in the page. Again, all of this is customizable. We have this quote widget over here, which I love, which I got from Indify, and it lets you basically just cycle through and see what you're feeling like that day. Yes, if you wanted to, you could definitely duplicate this and put this in your quick journal widget if you wanted something a bit more inspiring in your quick journal section. And then you've got your goals section over here, super lightweight and accessible for anyone who is newer to Notion. These are my goals of the year: learn to roller skate, learn to DJ, move to London, and generate livable monthly recurring revenue, because financial freedom, maybe. Financial freedom. It's definitely possible.
Quick ad break. Hi, I'm Francis. I'm the founder of the Notion Bar and I'm a certified Notion consultant. I think at this point I've worked with over 150 clients, adding clarity into their lives by building systems and digital products in Notion that are equal parts beautiful as they are functional. I focus on design thinking and building systems that actually work for you, how you behave, how your brain thinks. So if you need my help or need a custom build or need someone for a workshop, feel free to reach out. If you are fed up learning Notion through watching thousands of productivity videos, please do check out my MySpace themed Notion course. All of this stuff can be found in the description box. And in general, I love chatting about my experiences in Notion, pro-fundivity, being in my 20s, entrepreneurship, third culture, kid, all of that good stuff. So if you have a blog or a podcast, definitely hit me up and we'll see how we can collab. Thanks for listening, and back to the video.
And so you can always just have that top of mind. And one of my favorite sections, and actually one of your favorite sections from last year, is this Dear Future Me, where essentially you'll write out what you want for yourself that year. I'm so excited to read back what I wrote last year. Scary. I don't know. I generally don't remember. And let's see if anything I wrote tested. Let me know if you want me to do a video on that. Anyways, you write what you want for yourself in this following year, and basically you set the date that you want to review what you said, and Notion will send you a notification and you can choose when you want that reminder. Right now it's set for January 1st, 2024, but maybe you want to do it so it's a little bit earlier. You can definitely do that. It's completely up to you. And going back to this main calendar view, you've got different views here. So just the journal view, and so you can sort of see how your mood is progressing over time, choose your best days super easily. And you've also got this view with the journal entries and the wellness tips, so you can jump in there. But remember, everything is going to show up automatically in your quick journal section. This is just if you wanted a bit more of an overview. Then you've got your view all, so journal entries, your weeks, your months, your quarters, your wellness tips, everything in one view. And if you are a database nerd, you could definitely check out the back end and see how everything is connected. This took me a very long time, but so worth it just to have over 3,000 people in this journal community, which is wild to me. Anyways, moving on. One bit I'm super excited about is, how when you download an app or something and they're join our Slack, join our Facebook group, join our circle, join our Geneva. There are so many things to join, and I'm super, super mindful of that. So I didn't want to do that. I had a Facebook group, but I'm shutting it down, and I've moved the community in here. So this community box is auto updating, and basically in it we've got a comment thread where people can post messages. Someone posted this 2 months ago, literally warmed my heart. And you can chat, we can just chat to each other in here and see what we're doing with the journal, post links to things that are making us feel good, all of that good stuff. It is user moderated, I have to approve everything before it comes in there. Then we have this photo gallery where you can submit photos of your journal, because it is super customizable. Everyone's going to change the colors, they're going to upload their own GIFs and things like that, and screenshots, so you can upload the screenshots here. And then once they get sent through to me, they'll end up in this gallery, and this gallery is interactive, so you can comment on this and everyone will see, essentially. So super exciting. And we've got links to useful things such as like my course and submitting your wellness tips for next year. 100 people submitted wellness tips in 2022, which means there are 170 wellness tips for you to open up this year. So exciting. As well as the feedback, like, oh my goodness, the feedback was so helpful that you submitted last year. You were like, oh, it would be great if this bit was closer to the top. It would be great if like there was some kind of quote widget. Bam, quote widget. It would be great if we could do tasks and habits. Bam, I've done that for you. So please, I do actually read everything that comes through. And if you want to become a little bit of a journal influencer, because like you're probably gonna want to share this on social media anyways, be like, hey, look what my like morning affirmation is for today. Do you want to get this journal? Click my link in bio. Like, a lot of people were doing that last year actually. So you can sign up to become an affiliate. It puts you through some like weird application process, but I literally approve everyone, so don't even be like worried about that. You just get a straight 30% commission for like anyone who clicks on the link and like buys a paid journal. And of course, if you are feeling kind, you may send a testimonial. So that is the community box. Then we have this dashboard and stats section. Woohoo! And so based on what you've recorded in your journal, basically it will summarize how well you slept, how you felt generally that week, that month, that quarter, and not only will it do it that, it will do it all of them so that you can look back and compare how you kind of progressed during the year. And again, this section is only available in the kind of like paid tiers, so if you are like super data driven or just like want more insights on yourself, 100% for you. There is a bit of an early bird on at the moment, so you can like run and try and get that. It's the first batch kind of already sold out, so yeah. Then we have this memory box over here, so remember what I mentioned earlier. So as you journal throughout the year, Notion will automatically group your journal like entries into your memory box per month, so you can look back and be like, ooh, like what did I do? Like, let me jump through to that journal entry. Like, it's a really intuitive experience, and you can read back what you read, and you can do that with everything in your memory box. And you know how I mentioned your best days section? That will also be in your memory box. The best days section, if you have the basics journal, will actually be located directly on the calendar, because I was like, where do I put this? And it was just the best place. And finally, the whole journal is called the happiness bar, right? So it was only right to have a happiness station. And so this is a fun thing for you to set up sort of at the beginning of your journal. And so you can fill in like, what does my mind love? What does my body love? What does my soul love? In here. And that is pretty much everything. It is feature packed, and I am so excited for you to like use this. But that is journal everything now. I am so excited to have more of you journaling along with us this year. And yeah, please comment down below if you have any questions. Was there anything that you're super excited about? All that good stuff. Okay, so now that we've had a bit of a tour, how do you customize the thing, right? First, I'm going to chat to you about how you would customize your journal templates. So you can customize them from either this menu, like this is a journal menu, or this journal menu. And basically, all you do is you go in here, edit. Like, I really am more of just a morning person, so I'm just gonna move everything into one, like so. A lot of people are like an AM PM. I just don't have enough discipline to do AM and PM, so we are just gonna move everything into here, and I'm gonna turn that into text, back that up like so. Make sure that's in there. And so now every morning this is nice and simplified for me, and I can just come in and fill out all the stuff. And also, if you want to add new prompts for yourself, like you can find a bunch of them on Pinterest and so forth, like you could definitely do that too. But yeah, as you saw there, the layout is super interchangeable just by dragging the blocks around with your block handle. And the colors, you can change the color scheme to whatever you want, essentially. Go wild. I just go yellow and purple just because they stand out really nicely against each other in Notion. I actually chat through a bit of like Notion color theory in my course and like which colors work with each other and whatnot. And so you've got your layout, you've got the content, you've got the colors. I showed you earlier how if you wanted to change the cover images, you could definitely do that to. Like, I might change my new day journal header to clouds. Like, I really enjoy these clouds by Chris Wynn. So if you couldn't tell, I like clouds. And I'm actually going to change my new day icon to this asterisk that I've been enjoying lately. So it's completely yours to make however you want. And don't forget, you do have the gift library. And honestly, I cannot wait to see some of the submissions come through in the photo gallery. So yeah, please do get posting. It's so nice to have a community inside the journal and like not have to like leave, you know what I mean? Anywho, thank you for watching. More of you join the Happiness Bar journal community this year. Is it a cult? No, but like you were like bugging me last year, like, when's the 2023 version coming out? When's the 2023 version coming out? And I'm like, when I get there. But I've done it, and the video for this will be in the community section, so you can watch it back anytime that you want. But thank you for watching. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for joining me. Been good to have you here. If you want to follow along with the rest of my work, including my newsletter and my Notion course, and where to follow me on social media, etc., everything will be in the description box. And let me know, what do you want me to make videos on? Anyways, see you next video. Bye.